what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is...
Hey everybody, well, this is the beginning of the weekend wrap-up. It is Friday afternoon. I have made the little mini baklavas. If you saw that, Judah's waving at you guys. And so we have decided to take the boys. Judah begged to go the other day, and so I went and got Levi from daycare, and we're headed to
the cow sale.
The cow sale. We're gonna go. They have a delicious, yep, Levi said the cow sale, a delicious restaurant, and we're gonna walk the catwalk, look at the cows, and watch some of the sales. So this is actually the beginning of the weekend wrap-up. We have a lot happening. I'm going to do a family supper on Sunday evening, and you guys will see that video on Monday, of course. So we're just going to have fun the rest of the weekend. I've got to work and do some things tomorrow to prep for the Sunday dinner and clean house because it hasn't got done this week. So we'll see you guys in a little bit when we get to the cow sale. There goes some fine looking men right there into the cow sale. These boys are excited. Now we're coming out here on the catwalk to look at the cows. They can walk up here and look down on the cows and see what it is. Okay, y'all, this is what I want morning thing, but we didn't bring the trailer, so not today, but this will be soon.
Oink, oink. After we start going back to
You like it here? Do you like it here?
see the moo cow, see the moo cow.
I see the moo cow. Do you like it here? That's a pretty cow.
I'm Spider-Man.
Are you Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Well, hey guys, we left the cow sale and we dropped the kids off with their parents, and I am now, we're at Lowe's. Bryant had to stop by here and get some stuff for the church rent house to work. They're still working there, and so I said I'm going to the garden center. So that's what I'm just out here. Oh, that was a close-up, wasn't it? I'm just out here browsing and seeing what kind of stuff they have. Well, it is the next day, and I did not buy anything at Lowe's last night. Bryant bought some stuff for the church rental place that they're fixing up, but I did not purchase anything. However, we have had a package at the door, and Bryant, for some reason, thought somebody had sent us something for Operation Christmas Child, and I don't know what made us open it last night. I guess to see how to divvy out and how to get it to the church and so forth. But it wasn't. It's some beautiful artwork, and I just got to show you guys this beautiful artwork. This came from a family. I don't want to say their names because I haven't asked permission. But a super family who has been super generous to our church. And then they sent us this artwork. It is so beautiful. I cannot wait to show you guys. Look at this church. Hang on, let me turn those lights off. Let me see if this makes it any better. A little bit. But this is, I first thought cross stitch, but it is some kind of needlework. And can you imagine, look, in the sky, look how many different shades of blue. And I mean, this took an amazing amount of time and effort and patience. And oh my goodness, it is so beautiful and beautifully framed and everything. Now this one that I'm going to show you, I have no idea what it is, and I am super intrigued by it. It almost looks like it has a 3D effect in certain areas. And so guys, if you know anything about this and this craft, tell me. I am super intrigued by it. I don't know, it's you can't see it well, but it's like metallic. And if you look in the stained glass windows, there's color in the stained glass windows. This is absolutely gorgeous. You're getting a reflection. Hold on. Don't know if that helped any at all. But the leaves here almost look like they're popping off the page. And that's what I mean by it looks like it has a 3D effect, like here where the bigger items are. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. Gorgeous. All right, let me get the lights back on. Hold on. And this next one, I know who this one's for. When life gives you scraps, make a quilt. And this is like tin work. You know, little holes poked in tin. I love it, and I know exactly where it's going. I know exactly where it's going. So anyway, thank you. You know who you are. Thank you so very much. We are super blessed and super grateful. I have such generous viewers on our channel, and I'm just so thankful and appreciate each and every one of you. So, okay, what does today hold? I'm actually going to start making the video for Tuesday. I'm actually going to start making it today, but you'll see that on Tuesday. And I think I want to do something that I absolutely love doing. I adore doing, but I have not done it in a very, very long time. And I think let me just go ahead and tell you what it is. I love to go to antique stores and thrift stores and stuff like that. And I think the reason I haven't done it in a very long time is because I'm trying to, like, the more stuff you have, the more clutter you have, the more junk you have, the more stuff to clean you have. It just is hard to keep up with everything when you have a lot of stuff. And we've had a little situation with my brother, and the family was able to go in and get what they wanted from him, and he had a lot of my mama's stuff. So I went in and just, like, you know, it was sentimental. It was like a sentimental thing. So I went in and things that were my mom's. I got some of her Christmas ornaments that I remember as a child she put out every year. I'm gonna get a little weepy. But so I just got all that stuff, and I don't need stuff, but I just want to go today to look. I love enamelware for the kitchen. I love cast iron for the kitchen. So I just kind of want to do that today. I haven't done it in a very long time because I don't need any more stuff. And usually the stuff I buy, oh y'all, I've got the biggest news. I haven't even told you guys. Okay, Do you remember the cider press? If you remember the video of the cider press, I told you the story. This is so exciting. I can't believe I haven't told you guys this yet. Okay, so I bought the cider press, or Bryant bought it for me because he knew my daddy had a cider press. And if you can see that gray building back there, it was blue. And so we still call it the blue building, but it's kind of faded and looks gray. But out there in front of that, my daddy, when I was a little girl, he had a cider press. And every year, and we had apple trees everywhere. There are no apple trees left here anymore. We have planted one. It's not doing great. So we do not have any apple trees. Anyway, as a child, we did. My daddy had some delicious apple trees, let me tell you. And so every fall, he would make cider out there on the cider press. It was a big event. People, like the whole family would come over along with all the yellow jackets. And we made cider press. And that was such a fond memory of mine as a child. So after my daddy died, he had lots of stuff, lots of antiques, lots of just stuff. He was a farmer. He was a hog farmer. So we had all the hog processing equipment. And so my mama had an auction. And at the auction, she sold the cider press. I don't know if it was one of those items that was meant to be sold, or if it just got caught up in the day of the sale and got sold. Because I know that happened to a lot of things. A lot of things she didn't intend to get to sale, but it accidentally got sold. So anyway, it was the family member who bought the cider press, but it's been out of my reach for a long time. But the other day, the family member who bought it told my husband that I could have it. And so now I have the one my husband bought me, because he bought that for me because he knew how much I love cider press. And this one is probably going to be in better shape than my daddy's. I don't know, but I'm getting my daddy's cider press back. To me, that is big news. And so I don't know when it'll happen, because the family member said they had to like get it out and get to it. So yeah, I'm super excited. So I've kept this one in the house because I don't want to put it outside and let it get ruined. I just know that we'll take it outside when it comes time to do the cider press, or to make cider. But yeah, so now I don't know what I'm gonna do with two cider presses. But I'm so tickled to have my daddy's back. I think my daddy's was bigger than this one. It seemed bigger, and that may have been because I was a child. But so anyway, I'm excited. For those of you who don't know, my daddy died when I was 15 years old. So a lot of my memories and my thoughts about my daddy are when I was a little girl. And I had, to me, the world's best daddy who could fix anything, he could do anything. And he was actually crippled in his legs, and so he had a physical handicap that kept him from doing a lot of things, but he did not let that stop him. And my husband, he does not have any physical handicaps or anything, but he reminds me so much of my daddy, who was a go-getter and a fixer. He could fix anything. He could, after my daddy died, my brother was grown, of course, and he had a farm, and something broke in his farm, and he could not figure out how to fix it. He had called people out, he had called professionals out to fix it. He could not figure out how to fix it. And he had a dream one night, and in his dream during the night, my daddy was telling him how to fix it. And so the next morning he got up and went and did whatever it was that he dreamed about and that daddy told him in his dream, and it worked and it fixed it. And so those are super special memories But anyway, so I just had to tell y'all that. So if I shared my story about our cider press, now you know it gets even better. So and let me show you, in case you missed that video, I'll show you the one my husband bought me. If I can get the camera to shut off. So here's the one Bryant bought me, my husband bought me. I've got a box here I was throwing trash in. But, yeah, so you put your apples in this area and you crank this wheel and it crushes all the apples and the pulp comes out. This basket right here would be slid right there and the pulp and stuff would come out of there. And then right here, you would put this paint, you'd slide the basket up, you'd put this down, and then you would crank this thing right here, cranks that press down, and it squeezes out the juice. The juice runs out this, and then of course you would have a bucket or a tub to catch it. So this is beautiful, and this, I'm super pleased and excited, and to me it makes a beautiful decoration in my home. Conversation piece, that's the word I was looking for. But I will soon have my daddies back, and whenever that happens and whenever that takes place, I will bring you guys along for it. So all right, I don't know what the rest of the day holds, but I know if we go to the antique store, I'm taking you guys with me. Okay, everybody, we're here at the antique store that we'll be going in. It's called I always want to say the Blue Ribbon, but it's called the Blue Horseshoe. And so we're going to go in, and let me turn you around so you. It's probably one of my favorite antique places to visit in this area. So, okay.
We'll on the chicken on the tractor wheel.
Oh, yeah, see the chicken sitting on top of the tractor? It's not a real chicken. It's Roberto's son. Oh, look, there's another one. There's two chickens in. $8 for one jar. Hey, this is a cookie tin. It's a beautiful cookie tin. But what I'm about to show you is a courting candle. And it is super neat because as the candle would run out of wax, you would know it was time to end your date. When the candle was gone, your date was gone. I found something. It's like an enamel 9x13 pan. I think they used it for something decorative because they put feet on the bottom, so I'll just be taking those off. But yeah, I'm super happy with that. Those are huge. Salt and pepper shakers. A sickle.
For what?
Wheat. Nope.
Topping tobacco.
Topping tobacco.
2 of them.
Look at those old toy tops. Okay guys, for some reason I'm super nostalgic and kind of a little bit emotional today. But we had these when I was a little girl. It was an enamel set. And there was plates and everything. And they only have one of these here. But what memories that just brought back. I remember many bowls of cereal and soup in this bowl. Or a bowl just exactly like it. Really cool to see things from your childhood. Okay, so at the antique store we found out that the town of Ramseur is having like a food truck festival, and they have vendors set up and everything, so we're here going to check out and see what's going on.
that cool? Miniature donuts.
They're so cute.
See the finished product right there?
Okay, everybody. I'm trying. It's fried chicken kebabs and French fries. I know the French fries are delicious. I haven't tried the chicken yet, but let's give it a try.
Need ranch dressing?
Ah, it's hot. Very good.
Fried chicken kebabs.
With a Diet Pepsi.
Looks like breast meat, what it looks like.
Very good.
Smells good.
Seasoned well.
Alright guys, check this out. If they'd had these when I was a kid, I would have enjoyed this. You put them on and you roll around. You bump into each other. Watch this. Here we go. Watch this. Boom! Look at that. Look, knocked her down and rolled her over. Is that not the coolest thing? Dude, that is killer right there. Does that not look like a lot of fun? I think I'm going to order 2 of those. And when Leslie gets mad at me, we're going to put them on and just go at it. Boom! There you go. Oh man, I can watch this for a while.
That was fun and delicious. We actually went back and got another set of those chicken bites. They were super good, and Bryant ate those. And so yeah, we had a good time. It was lightly attended, so I don't know how well their advertising is for this, but it was definitely worth checking out. All right, so Bryant has got to go to, you want to explain where you got to go?
Yeah, young man in my church. First off, I've been at the church rent house, the new church rental house, since 8:30 this morning till about a little past 1 this afternoon, working on all that. Then I took her to the antique store real quick. Now I'm heading to the young man in church. Young man in our church just received a scholarship to go to college, and today is the signing of the scholarship, and they're having a little party get together. So I'm on my way to that. Going to go take a bath, get cleaned up, head to that.
Yep, and I'm going to go home, and I've got to start on some homemade pasta. That is going to be Tuesday's video. So y'all stay tuned for Tuesday's video, because I'm actually making it today, and I'm super excited about it. And I can't do part of it until Bryant gets home, because I think it's a 2-man job. Not really, but I would like for him to be there. So anyway, stay tuned to Tuesday's video. You don't want to miss it. I'm going to show you a way you can do it a 2-man way, and also a way you can do it all by yourself. And yeah, so all right, I will see you guys in just a little bit with whatever we do next. So everyone, I thought I would show you the February block, my quilting block, what I'm working on. This is it. Don't look too closely, because not all corners match up, and they're supposed to, but they don't. I made 2 of these identical with the red and pink houses. This is February's block, and now I need to start on March and get March and April's done so I can get caught up. But I'm also wanting to start on Isaac's quilt, so who knows. But I'm proud of that, aren't you? Okay, so February's block.
Hey everybody.
Didn't know he turned it on. Hey, welcome to Couch Time.
Caught her laughing, didn't
You
I?
saw me gazing at my husband.
Is that what you call it?
Well, we have had a good Sunday nap.
Yes, we have.
It was pouring down rain. It was thundering. It was cold. And we came home and we just took our Sunday Wesleyan hour.
Siesta.
Yeah, our Sunday siesta.
And it went real good. And we had Mexican food for lunch. We went to the Mexican restaurant.
That made us sleepy.
So we overate, and now we took a little nap, and now we're good to go. So the rest of the afternoon is Sunday. I've got birds will come back Tuesday. So right now I'm heading to the chicken houses so I can run feed in the feeders. I don't run it too far in advance, because if you do, there's some little black bugs that you have in the chicken houses. They can eat the feed. And
as we turn the heat on it, the moisture creeps up, and it sometimes can clog the feed line.
Yeah, so I wait, not necessarily the feed line, but they're called chick mates. They can get clogged, and so I don't want that happened one time.
Yeah, and we had to go around with a mallet
Yeah.
and beat it.
It was a fiasco. But hey, did you guys not have an excellent week this week on the Farming Pastor's Wife? Did you see the mini baklava that she made?
That's not about the only cooking we did this week. I did make like the 2 quick, easy meals where I made our breakfast and then I made our salmon bites. But
what threw us for a loop was I was doing a revival, and so life was really busy. She didn't cook a whole lot this week. So we ate out a lot this week, and so that's what threw the channel a curveball this week. We're sorry it happened that way. It won't work that way this next week. She's gonna cook 7 days a week this week.
yeah, that's what he thinks. Yeah, I will be cooking a lot more. Tomorrow's video you don't want to miss.
What is it?
It is Stella's chicken Alfredo.
Homemade.
It is my chicken Alfredo, but I'm making it for my friend Stella that I met at Dario the other day. So actually a couple months ago I met her at Dario, and I asked her what her favorite dish was, and she said chicken Alfredo. So I told her I would be doing it for her, and it's taken me a while to get around to it, but I am doing it.
Is this Stella that lives in Bennett, North Carolina?
Yes.
That goes to my buddy Neil's church, Neil Jackson's church? Okay. Yeah, I remember me. She's a young fan, too.
Yes, so you don't want to miss Monday's video.
Yep, so, it's going to be good.
And then Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to make homemade noodles.
Okay, all right. So she's up to a lot of stuff this week. Yeah. So, hey, today's sermon recap was really good. Today's message was really good. The Lord changed my mind this morning. Had my sermon out ready, and this morning about 6:30, He tapped my heart and says, "No, you're not going to preach that. You're going to preach this." And He gave me a total different message, and I had to deal with Mary.
Nothing like the last minute.
Yeah, not like the last minute. But anyway, so it was about Mary going to the tomb, appearing in the tomb. And the angels asking Mary, say, "Hey, Mary, what are you looking for? Who are you looking for?" And she says, "I'm looking for Jesus. Where have you moved him?" I took that scripture today to really dissect why this was a pivotal moment for Mary. Mary had been demonically possessed by 7 demons, the Bible says. And so Jesus had performed a miracle in her life that had her attached to his ministry. And she was going to be comforted, kind of like that you and I would go to our parents' grave or grandmother's or grandfather's grave and to find comfort, or on those special holidays to just go honor them. She was going to find comfort in the presence of Jesus, but Jesus was not there. The tomb was empty, and she thought that he had been replaced or stolen. And so a few scenes later, we see that there's a gardener there that she thinks is him, or there's a gardener that's there, and the gardener asks who she's looking for, and she
thinks it's a gardener.
She says, "I'm looking for Jesus. Where have you taken him? Just tell me." And he looks at her and he says, "Mary." And when the gardener says Mary, she immediately knows that John, the book of John, I think it's verse 24, something like that, says that my sheep know my voice. And she knew that it was Jesus. And so today we dealt with how do we handle those moments in life when we have no direction and we're directionless, or we don't know which way to go or what to do, or our past is holding us back. Because as she was peering in and she was so distraught and so upset, it's because she was just so unsettled of what the future was going to hold with the death of Christ. And so in this moment, we dealt with not the 3 points I made today, was not allowing your past to hold you back, because she was worried about what was going to happen now that Jesus was not there. Embracing the future as to what God has for you in the future, and giving God your best. We dealt with those 3 things because in this moment of Scripture, Mary didn't know what was next and what she was really looking for out of life. Right now, you today, sitting wherever you are watching this video, you may be in a season where you don't know exactly what you're looking for. I want to tell you, if you'll just slow down and listen, you'll hear Jesus calling your name, trying to give you a sense of direction, and trying to give you a sense of comfort, and trying to give you a sense of confirmation about all the things he's wanting to do in and through your life. And so you just got to slow down though so you can hear Jesus speak your name, call your name, and allow you to follow his voice. Just like Peter, James, and John, what he's saying today is, hey, simply, come follow me. And so that was today's message. And it was really, really good.
It was so good.
Great
Had a
speech
great
today.
response. It was beautiful.
Great altar call. Everything went really good today. So looking forward to a great week. Birds come back. We won't do it this week, but she'll probably get you, what?
I'm going to miss our Acts study tonight.
Yes, we've wrapped
We've
that
had a
up.
home study for Acts, and tonight's the first Sunday we're not having it.
We have had it for 9 weeks, I think. And so tonight's the first night off from that. So this week, the birds come back. We will get the hay equipment out. She'll probably get some videos this week. We'll get the hay equipment
It's
out.
that time.
And we'll start servicing all the hay equipment. If everything goes well, fingers crossed, not that we believe in that, around May 15th is when we start cutting hay, if weather permits.
Yeah, that's just a,
It's a rule of thumb.
yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
So-
go Google that. See where that came from. Rule of thumb. You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Do you know where it came from?
No.
I don't either. But anyway.
It's
I
gotta
do.
be measuring.
No, I do. I do too. Has something to do with a rod whipping.
A rod whipping?
It's a wives' tale, I think I was told. I don't know. I think it may be true. It was a country, I can't remember if it's Germany or not, but you could not use a rod to whip your children that was bigger than your thumb.
Oh.
So
okay.
it's a rule of thumb.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
I don't know if it's true or not.
I was just going to say we don't believe in crossing our fingers.
No, we don't.
That's just a saying.
Hey, did you guys hear about the bee that couldn't make his mind up? Did you hear about the bee that couldn't make his mind up?
No.
He was a maybe.
Amazing.
Amazing. All right, tell them bye, sweetheart.
All right, guys, we will see you next time. I'm getting ready for canning time, for gardening and canning.
We've had a lot
Super
of rain.
excited.
We've had a lot of rain.
Yeah. I don't know when I'll get my garden because it's muddy. But anyway, we will see you tomorrow right here on the Farm and Pastor's Wife. Thank you for joining us for the weekend wrap up. And we will see you next week. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.
Hey, she didn't find the fried Oreos yesterday.
No.
She was
At the festivals, the food truck festival, I couldn't find fried Oreos.